Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. On the mound for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 4-4 with a 3.67 ERA. And pitching for the Red Sox today is Dennis Oil Can Boyd, whose record is 5-2 with a 2.71 ERA. Okay, yesterday's game was an abomination against humanity. We lost 4-0 to the Red Sox. It was over before it ever started. We were up against Mike Chris, who never was in real Major League Baseball, and he came into the game as the Red Sox number 5 starter with a +5 ERA and just shut us down as if we were a bunch of minor leaguers. You know, it was just a very frustrating game. And to add to that frustration, the Red Sox have now jumped ahead of us in the standings by a half game. And, you know, if we go 2-2 in this series, that meaning we'd win 2 out of the next 3 games, you know, we'll be back in first place by a half a game. But New York is hot on the trail. Baltimore's really not out of it. I don't know. There's just something about the way things are going that have me spooked a little bit. And so stay tuned, because after the game, and I know this is going to prolong this video, but after the game we are going to attempt to trade Lance Parrish. We're going to shop him around. We're going to put him out there. We will be flat out cutting Rob Wilfong. Now, I'm not saying we can't re-sign him and put him in the minor leagues, but he will be cut. And I have no problem cutting Lance Parrish at this point. We might just have to do that in order to save some payroll and bring up Marty Castillo, who is the best defensive catcher in our organization. So that will take place after the ball game today. Okay, so stick around for that. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We've got Jack Morris on the mound. He has thrown consecutive complete games. So I don't expect him to do that today, but I really need him to give us at least 6 strong innings to keep us in the ball game. And actually, the Red Sox current lineup is batting .329 against him in 154 plate appearances. So that does not bode well. We have all the bullpen available today. Now here's our lineup versus Oil Can Boyd. We got all the good guys in there for today. We are going to... Oh, wait a minute. He's a righty. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, so we're shopping... this is what I'm doing here. We're shopping Lance. We're advertising. Maybe he hits a couple home runs today, and we can get him out of our organization. So Kennedy will be a DH. Ken Smith, we want him back in there at first base. And back in his usual spot. Okay, so there's our lineup for today. Brock will get the day off. And Wilfong will play his last ball game for us. And then we will cut him, and we are getting Sweet Lou back tomorrow. And I think that's going to make a big difference. Okay, here we go. Take a look at the official Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing center field is Willie Wilson. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third at third base is George Brett. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Ken Smith. Batting fifth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting sixth and DHing is Terry Kennedy. Batting seventh and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting eighth in left field is Kirk GIBSON. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Rob Wilfong. Oil Can Boyd on the mound. Much like Jack Morris, he's been injured for a majority of the season, only making his, 8 total starts this year. His record is 5-2 with a 2.71 ERA, 45 strikeouts in 63 innings pitched. Pretty damn good there. Only 7 walks. Opponents are batting .231 against him. He's thrown 3 complete games, including 3 in a row. He's won 4 in a row. His fastball tops out at 90 miles an hour. A 4-pitch pitcher with the fastball rated a 90. The curveball at an 82. Overall rated a 90. The 24-year-old right-hander is arbitration eligible at the end of next year. And I think he's a big reason why Boston has got right back into it. They've had so many pitcher injuries this year, and now everyone is healthy. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Red Sox defense. It is the same as yesterday. Okay, Willie Wilson leading off today's ball game. He is the only Tiger listed as tired, but we're going to give him a shot leading off today. High fly ball into center field. Schelle Tarver making the grab. 1 out. Next up is Alan Trammell. Trammell hits a line drive to center field. So 2 well-struck balls so far. 2 down, and George Brett rams it back up the middle. So all 3 Tigers hitters are right on it. Hit it right on the screws into center field. But that's all Brett does, right? He does not drive in runs. He does not come through in the clutch. She'll give you a 2-out signal, which absolutely means nothing to us. All right, 2 down, runner on first. Here's Ken Smith. He's still got a .413 on-base percentage versus righties as he takes a walk, a rare walk issued by Boyd. So a runner in scoring position for Glenn Wilson. Wilson is the anti-Smith. 273 on-base percentage versus righties. But he is second on the team in RBI. Ground ball to third. And that'll do it. As if we had a chance. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Red Sox lineup for today. Batting leadoff, playing the DH. Batting leadoff, the DH is Chico Walker. Batting second in center field is Schelle Tarver. Batting third at third base is Wade Boggs. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Pat Dodson. Batting fifth in left field is Jim Rice. Batting sixth in right field is Clint Hurdle. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Roy Smalley. Batting eighth and catching is Dennis Littlejohn. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Marty Barrett. Okay, Jack Morris making his 15th start, 4-4, a 3.67 ERA. Opponents are batting .243 against him, 88 strikeouts and 98 innings pitched. I like that ratio. And my phone is going off. My apologies. We're going to shut that down. That's my bad. What is going on? Okay, there we go. Okay. Yes. 88 strikeouts and 98 innings pitched. 3 complete games, including a shutout. Fastball tops out at 94 miles an hour. It's got 4 pitches. The splitter, of course, is his out pitch. And a really good fastball as well. Overall rated an 84. The 29-year-old right-hander is a free agent at the end of the year. And man, if we get swept in this series, we may as well trade Morris as well. Let's take a look at his log. There we go, back-to-back complete games. An 8-inning loss to the Brew Crew. A 9-inning win against the Indians, the lowly last-place Indians. So this will be a true test, as he has 1 start against Boston this year, and he went 5 2/3, giving up 5 runs on 9 hits, and yet somehow managed to get the win. Let's take a look at our defense. Solid everywhere you look. We got Smith at first base, giving Brock the day off. Otherwise, solid everywhere you look, with Parrish behind the plate. Okay, Chico Walker leading off. And Morris walks. Okay, so, yeah, this game is over. We can fairly say that now. Stolen base. Stolen base. And a fly ball. It's 1-0. So that's all you need to know today, folks. Stick around for the trade. Wade Boggs gets a hit. Pat Dodson gets a hit. Jim Rice. Fly ball to the left. Gibson should make the catch. And Clint Hurdle pops it up. So 1-0 Boston. That's probably all they're going to need today. We go to the top of the second inning. Here is Terry Kennedy leading off. Kennedy strikes out. Yeah, his average down to 336. I mean, still pretty good, right? But definitely on the decline. Speaking of declining, here is Lance Parrish, probably in his last ball game as a Tiger. Oh, he smokes it into the triangle out there in center field for a double. That, yeah, a couple teams might have perked up on that one. His 4th double of the year. All right, runner on second. Here's Gibby. Gibby's just absolutely putrid. And he gets a base hit into center field. Parrish will hold at third. No, he does score on that. All right, game is tied at 1. Some unlikely hitters today. We're definitely not going to run on Littlejohn. And since this is Rob Wilfong's last game, we will let him swing away. Oh, he's going to gap it. Get down. Get to the wall. Gibby's going to score. Oh, Gibby holds at third. I mean, you can't use the visual here to guide you in any way thinking that it'll be a double or a run will score. There's just absolutely no way to know. We will hit and run with Willie Wilson. His hit and run has dropped from 93 to 91, his contact rate, I should say. First and third, and yep, a base hit to left. Gibby will score. Wilfong will hold at second. Give Wilson an RBI, and it's 2-1 Detroit. Here's Trammell. Trammell 0 for 1 today. Trammell strikes out, and George Brett had a double first time up, and this is a guaranteed out. Oh, I'm the liar. I got it wrong. Wilfong scores from second, and RBI for Brett. There's a lot of things happening in this game that have not happened in a long time. That does sort of make me feel like maybe we do have a shot today. Smith is completely toast, though. All right. Well, we got 3 runs in the second off Dennis Oil Can Boyd. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Let's see if Morris can give us a 1-2-3. Smalley, Littlejohn, and Barrett. It's 7, 8, 9 due up. Roy Smalley hits a fly ball into right center field. There's 1 out. Next up is Dennis Littlejohn, who strikes out. 2 down for Marty Barrett, and Barrett hits a ground ball to third, and that'll do it. So that was a great 1-2-3 inning. We head to the top of the third. Glenn Wilson leading off. Wilson a base hit up the middle. 7 hits for Detroit. And there's not even an out in the third yet. Runner on first, Terry Kennedy up. Kennedy struck out the first time through the lineup, and Kennedy will fly out here to right. 1 out. Here's Lance Parrish. He had the double. He's got his average over the Mendoza line. And a base hit to left. Parrish, he doesn't want to go. See, I wish we could have like an in-game poll right over here, like a running tabulation. Like, I don't know, like voting for Congress or something. And you can see it like live update whether people want Parrish traded or not, or like maybe team interest. First and second. Here's Kirk Gibson. Gibby's got a hit and an RBI. Give him another right back through the middle. Oh, Wilson clogging up the base path. Bases are loaded for Rob Wilfong. Wilfong 1 for 1. This could go a long way for getting Wilfong on another team. We got to be going on contact. Oh, the bases are loaded, right? So you can't just go on contact. 2-0 count. Fly ball, line drive to left. Wilson will tag. And he's out at the plate. We go to the bottom of the third. Here is Chico Walker. Oh, shit. Walker gets a hit to lead it off. Runner on first. Ground ball to short. A lot of speed on the path. Yeah, that's not gonna get a double play out of that. We get very few double plays anymore. I will be very interested to see how that changes, if at all, when we get Whitaker back at second tomorrow. Runner on first. There's the third stolen base against Parrish today. And it's 3-2. A comebacker from Dodson. 2 down. And Jim Rice will line it to left. Oh, it gets down for a hit. And Dodson will go to third. Clint hurdle ground ball to short. That'll do it. So the Tigers get out of the inning, maintaining a 1-run lead. 3-2. Here's Willie Wilson. Slow roller up the middle. Wilson thrown out at first. Trammell's got nothing today. And Brett, who's 2 for 2, skies it. Deep center field. Dying on the warning track. 404 feet. All right, so will Morris get through 4 innings? That is the next question. He looks terrible today, as he has struggled mightily against his team. We go home to get the force. Now we'll pull the infield in. And a double play ends the inning. So dumb, but we'll take it. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Ken Smith. Smith having a bad game. I think he's just swinging for the fence every time he comes up. That's why he's missing it so poorly right now. Glenn Wilson's got a hit today. Now he's 1 for 3. And Terry Kennedy's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Kennedy makes up for it. A big blast to right center field. His 12th home run of the season. It's 4-2 Detroit. I'm digging the extra run. Here's Lance Parrish. He's 2 for 2. Oh, that sweeping curveball. Gets him to pop it up into right. And that'll do it. So good job by the Tigers, specifically Kennedy with his 12th home run. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. This is tough. It's Boggs, Dodson, and Rice. Boggs 7 for 21 with a home run and 4 walks. Morris has walked 3, only struck out 1 today. Dodson crushes it. 18th home run on the year. Base hit to right. Finally a strikeout. I'm going to guard the lines. And a strikeout. Red Sox get that run right back. It's 4-3, top of the 6th. Neither starting pitcher looks too good today. Gibson! Oh, come on. What? Let's just take a look at Tarver. He's an 84 rating. He's got a below average arm, below average defensively. He's got good range though. So he can get to it, but how many defensive, how many assists does he have this year? He has 6. Right? Yeah. I don't know, man. I just don't get this game. Jim Rice, defensively, he's got 9 freaking assists with an average arm. This game doesn't even understand itself. Okay, we're going to drop a bunt down with Rob Wilfong, runner on first. He's going to drop a fong right here. Oh, back to the pitcher. And it is successful. Good job by Gibson hustling to second. Nice bunt from Wilfong. Let's get that run right back. Here we go, Willie Wilson. Runner on second, 1 down. Oh, yep. Well, that's the way it's going to be. Trammell get down. Oh, there we go. Base hit for Trammell. Run scores. We're going to second. Tarver throws him out. We've been thrown out 4 times by outfielders this series. This game is just so horribly designed. It's hard to even imagine this game would be on the market. There's an infield single by the catcher. Back to the pitcher from Barrett. Morris blows. Game is tied. Yep. I mean, having a runner thrown out, that just absolutely changes the momentum. And there's really nothing you can do about it other than not go for it. But then why would you even bother to play the game, right? So we got 2 good offensive teams today slugging it out. We got Rick Repenthin in there for Boston. So dumb. Well, Morris officially tired. So we kept him in there long enough to give him a chance to get a win here. I mean, I don't know why we can't come through against Grapenthin. He's actually a nobody. But for some reason, nobody's excel. So Kennedy walks. We're going to pull him from the ball game. Bring in the speedy Doug Baker's got to be faster than Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin's never been known for his speed. The guy's got a 90 speed. He's not even a fast guy in real life, but whatever. Barry Larkin, still the team, pardon me. And Lance Parrish at the plate. Parrish, he's having a good game. Right, we can't hit and run. We can't really do anything with him. Oh, yep. That's fine. That's great. At least he didn't hit into a double play. Let's hit and run with Gibson. Ground ball to short. That'll get Larkin over. And it's up to Wilfong to be a hero in his final game as a Tiger. Nope. All right. Well, this game is pretty much over then. We'll pull Morris out. We got a couple righties. It's the 8th inning. That is the Dave Smith inning. I mean, as a closer, he was not good, but you can't argue with the numbers. Dennis Littlejohn. Marty Barrett. That's going to be a base hit. Maybe a double. You got to guard the loans. Seven to 5, Boston. We're down to our final 3 outs. They're bringing in the Eck. Willie Wilson with the base hit. We'll hit and run. Walk Smith. First and third. Glenn Wilson. All right, so let's take a look here at Parrish. Putting him on the trading block. He had a good game today. So, like, we just need to get rid of him. The salary, we're paying him a ton of money to be a backup catcher who couldn't throw a base run of his contract, right? So we will take anything. Anybody. None. What about Cash Money Holmes? No one's offering us money for him. Okay, so one of the suggestions was why not add Rob Wilfong, another player who's got a horrible rating and is in his last year. So there's no value there either. Just give us some money? No. So nobody wants these players. Now, is it worth throwing in a like a decent minor league option to just to entice somebody to take them? We have traded away a lot of our minor leaguers for these big name players who have pretty much not kept us into the race. I mean, we've lost first place. I mean, what if we threw Chuck Finley? We've given away so many starters this year to other teams. What if we tried to get rid of Chuck Finley, who's a left-handed starter? You know I don't like left-handed starters. In this game, he's barely above average as a double-A player. Can we get money for this? Okay, they're willing to give us some money. So $60,000 if we were to just go to the Indians for these guys, or Toronto, we would... I'm okay with this because we're getting rid of payroll. We're going to save a lot of money on that. Rob Wilfong is unnecessary anymore. Chuck Finley, I mean, probably would never have played for us anyway. Okay, so before we do that, what about any players? Dale Murphy from the Twins. No. We're not taking on Dale Murphy. Even though he's on a minor league deal with the Twins, what are we going to do with him? Nothing. We got Willie Wilson. It doesn't make any sense. What about prospects? Nope. What about veterans? Lenny Fido and Dale Murphy. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they're not really giving us anything. So we're gonna just sell these players off. Rob Wilfong, see you. We're going to get offers for cash money. So, Cleveland or Toronto? Now, I'm saying we give it to Cleveland. They're the worst team. Toronto does seem to be improving. Whoever we send these players to, we're essentially, damaging them for the rest of the year. I mean, Lance Parrish, Rob Wilfong will not be on the team. Lance Parrish might not be on the team. The Indians already have the Bandalorian, and who's the other everyday catcher for them now? Mike Stanley, right? So we're basically just jettisoning these players to Cleveland. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll take a look at our, whoops. There we go. So there we go. Should we see if they'll throw in some schlub? But it's got to be a schlub who's not making any money. We don't need any catchers in return. I mean, none of these names are people I want. I do kind of like Jerry Royster, but I mean, we're not taking any money. None. No, you know what? We're just going to take the money. That's fine. Okay. The trade is evenly balanced, and we're going to submit the offer. Boom shakalaka! Trade is done. Okay, so having said that, let's take a look at our lineup now. Lou is back. We're going to play a lefty tomorrow. So we got Lou. No, Mike. So our new catcher is going to be Marty Castillo. Mike McFarland will go back to AA. He just got there. And we will add Rich Gedman to AAA. He was actually in the majors in real life in 1984 for Boston. And neither one of those single A players will go to AA yet. So Mike McFarland's got AA all to himself. All right, so basically there's our bench. Kevin Bass, who's been great as a fourth outfielder. Marty Party's back. Barry Larkin, we don't really need to keep Barry Larkin. Do we call up nobody? We're fine. So Barry Larkin, I guess, has got a job now. Because we didn't keep Rob Wilfong over Barry Larkin because we already have a left-handed second baseman. So that's why we let Wilfong go to Cleveland, right? Okay. There you go. Let's go and take a look at the standings. We've fallen another game back. It's still the same old jumble in the West. Here's the National League. Philadelphia, half game up on the Mets. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Whatever. Transactions. Okay. Oh, there's another trade today between the White Sox and Pittsburgh. Oh my gosh. Johnny Ray, batting champ in real life, and I think a batting champ in this game. 3-time All-Star. Yeah, he won the batting title last year for Pittsburgh. He signed a 1-year deal, so his contract's up at the end of the year. Has no power, but now he is officially on the Chicago White Sox. And I think he's taking over for Neil Falifa. whatever his name was. In return, the Pirates get Todd Zeile, pretty good, solid third baseman. Most people don't remember that Todd Zeile ended his career as a Tiger in real life. Not good defensively. Yeah, you'll see he's a catcher here, which of course he was in real life before he converted. And Al Ozuna, who's in single A, and a pretty good future reliever for them. So very cool. We'll take a look at some of these teams here in a minute. Denny Gonzalez, the rookie third baseman for Toronto, is injured. So not only did they get that trade, but they lose their third baseman. They'll get him back before the end of the year. 3 doubles, 3 triples, 8 home runs. Good job, game. And Gilles Rondon of the Giants, former Tiger, is out for the year. Okay, so let's take a look at Cleveland first. And what does their lineup look like now? Okay, Lance Parrish is on the roster. This is versus lefties. And what happened there? Did the Bandalorian get sent down? Yeah, he got sent down to Double A, batting .444. Was he like an everyday? Yeah, he was an everyday starter for 2 years. This year he couldn't quite cut the mustard. That's just dumb. All right. And what about Finley? He's in Double A. All right. Well, we've given him something. Oh, they got a new closer. They're going with a rookie. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's not a rookie. He pitched in, well, he's technically a rookie, but he did pitch in 1980. Jeff Barkley is going to be their closer. How many closers have they gone through? All right. Okay, and then we'll look at the White Sox real quick. See what that does with Johnny Ray. Yeah, Neil Fiala. He's the one that lost his job. I think that's that's definitely an upgrade. Well, he's not hitting well this year, though, is he? 257. No speed. This team's got a ton of power. They don't need power there. Is he good defensively? He's all right. He doesn't have a good arm, but you only got to throw it that far. All right. Okay. So Rusty Kuntz, Harry Chapas have all been sent to the minors. Okay, folks. That'll do it. Well, okay. So tomorrow is a new day. We've lost 2 in a row. We need to win the next 2. We got Whitaker back. I think we made some good decisions. Well, we've improved our payroll. Kirk Gibson is the player of the game. Jack Morris takes the loss. Kind of had to happen. Dave Smith takes the loss. Jack Morris pitched poorly. Yeah. Repentant gets the win. He's 4-1. Eck gets to save his 22nd of the year. That'll do it. Okay, we'll come back tomorrow, take a look at the new look Tigers. Until then, everyone, have a great day.